if you look at my career, I think it's characterized by being given quite a lot of responsibility at a very young age. When I was a lawyer at Weber Wenzel, I was trusted with negotiating contracts in Angola on my own on behalf of one of our largest clients. I was 24. When I got to the JSE, Russell walked into my office one day. He said, "Now, Nicky, you might think you're a lawyer, but this is the last time you're going to be lawyering. I've got some things for you to think about." And there started my business career. And I was 29 when I joined the JSE executive. Very young, very male organization for me to be trusted with guiding large portions of the complete overhaul of the JSE's DNA. So for me, it is actually being given huge responsibility at a young age, and essentially having someone behind you ready to catch if there's a problem, ready to mentor you, but actually being prepared to put up your hand and say, "Okay, I'll give us a shot." Scary, I tell you, scary when you're young, but actually prepared to take the shot. Sheryl Sandberg talks about it as leaning in these days, but it is about sort of saying, "Okay, I might not have been the natural person to think about, but I'm prepared to do that." I think that's those are sort of part of the highlights. The other part is I did throughout my career work very hard at getting my academic qualifications at the top level. I took a sabbatical and 3/4 of the way through my time at the JSE on the basis that if I ever wanted to be considered for the CEO, you didn't want somebody to say, "But she's been here for 15 years. It's a little bit old school." Rather have someone say, "But actually this is someone who's gone and got bleeding edge qualifications the whole time, tested itself the whole time." So it wasn't, I don't think it just happened, but I was very much the beneficiary of people giving me chances along the way.
Yeah. Responsibility in early age, somebody or people who trusted you, and then looking at the academic qualifications as well along the way.
I think it's really important, because it's not that you learn things in a book, but the more you test your mind, you train that muscle that's in your brain, the more you are able to deal with really difficult questions going forward. And the more you realize, especially if you're privileged to study in this type of environment or overseas, the more you realize that you are just a small one of the contributors. There are people who are infinitely brighter than you, many, many different perspectives. And if you learn as a leader to harness all those different perspectives, you will, I think, produce a much better outcome and be much more humble about doing that than believing in your own sort of status.